today. From Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've handled all covers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Murray going to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Now Murray. A quick throw there is incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
First run now for Kyren Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Murray. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They try the left side here with Williams. Oh, and now some space to operate. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fighting ahead at the 15. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
So when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously it was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nifty move, pushing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Up the middle, it's Edwards. Able to push his way through. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only ones to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Seahawks. Reggie Gilliam, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. A nice little juke. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 86 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on touchdown. Noah Fant from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
An unsuccessful attempt at the 2-point conversion, and it was a triple option play, and they chose option 1, handing it to the fullback. And that's not normal.
And sometimes you just miss your read key, right?
Yeah, I think so. And sometimes they actually call that, thinking that maybe everyone would bypass the fullback going out to the tailback or the quarterback. But in this case, they overwhelmed him and stopped him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And quickly, they get to the line. 2nd and 9 now. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 35 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy and let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of it. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. That's our EA Sports Halftime Report.
right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Cowboys who are out in front. C.D. Lamb with a touchdown catch from Dak Prescott. From there, let's make the trek down to Southern California as we check in on the Chargers at home in Inglewood. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And that one all tied.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Jet sweep. Here's Smith and Jigba. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Gus Edwards, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Draymond Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for, and I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
It's not exactly.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and 3. He finds Smith-Njigba, and he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game at Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Jet sweep here, Smith-Njigba. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the 2nd half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Murray now on 1st down. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now a give up the middle to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. In the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On the draw is Edwards. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here. Launch is deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Check, 47. Watch the out.
Here's Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Edwards. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Murray now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination both sides of the football here.